hawthorn berry is used in your foods. You can make wine out of it, juice and things like that to use it and so forth. It is one of my great and what I usually do on holidays and so forth, like Christmas and so forth. I usually make some hawthorn berry wine for the family and so forth, and it's really really great. And everything, and you can go on my website and see my recipe and so forth that I use to make it as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and start talking about those great, wonderful benefits. I'm telling you now, Hawthorne Berry is all about the heart, all about high blood pressure and keeping you healthy. Okay, so let's go. Okay, Hawthornberry, first of all, is a flower. You can formulate this into several formulations. We have the Hawthornberry capsule, herbal capsule. Like I said, you can make a wine. You can make a juice and things like that. You can even make a tincture. And so for or elixir, should say elixir, because elixir is a little bit milder than an actual tonic. Okay, so yeah, so you can even make that. And children, before I get into all the good things that Hawthornberry offers, even children, young children can use Hawthornberry and so forth. It is just one of those great, great herbs for the whole family. But when I do the Hawthornberry wine for the holidays and so forth, everyone drinks and participate in that and getting healthy. Okay, Hawthornberry has is rich in amino acids. It also has mineral, how you pronounce that? Percentage, vitamin C's, and more in it. So it has a lot of great ingredients in the hawthorn berry to help you and so forth. Hawthorn berry has a high therapy and health value and so forth. Like I said, it's all about the heart. All about the heart. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, huckleberry has antioxidants, anti-inflammatory. It's also anti-cancer, anti-heart disease, and things like that. And these are major symptoms and so forth. When you have a heart diseases, cancer, high blood, high cholesterol, and things like that. These are major. And I'm going to say 90% of Americans have some form of one of these things, or, you know, get into one of these points and so forth, have one of these symptoms and things like that, which Hawthorne has been proven through a lot of research studies and so forth to aid in these here symptoms that I just mentioned and so forth. It also helps in the digestive system, which we all can still attest to that because there are so many people here, including me, one, that has digestive system issues and so forth and everything. And I have mentioned that several times before and so forth about my digestive issues and so forth. And Hawthornberry is one of the herbs that I actually do take quite frequently as well. Also, Hawthornberry is good for, I did say heart diseases, high cholesterol, and all that. Okay, so yeah, Hawthornberry is really great, and you can use Hawthornberry on your food. When we do get it in a powder form so that we can make our uh, elixir, our capsules, and our wine, our juice, or things like that. So you can. This is something you can do daily as well. So yeah, you can do like a juice each day. Um, you can put it in your food each meal. You can also use the capsule, two capsules in the morning, two capsules in the evening, and things like that. Now, what I do and how I usually take it is I do a 32-ounce bottle of juice and so forth. And I only I have one of those like measuring cups and so forth. That's I'll maybe say like 1 ounce and so forth. And I drink that in the morning and I drink one in the afternoon and so forth when I'm doing it and so forth. I just don't drink. You can have, or I recommend at least up to 4 ounces a day. So if you want to drink 2 ounces in the morning or 2 ounces in the evening, depending on your symptoms and what you have going on and so forth, that is definitely fine and so forth, things like that. And it depends and so forth. And the same ingredients and the same way that we formulate our hawthorn berry, it is safe for children as well. So if you have a child who has an some symptoms, or something going on with them that's related to any of these symptoms, they can also drink as well. Okay, so we're gonna go back over this and so forth. This is such a great herb and so forth. So good with the heart. It's all about the heart. When you talk about hawthorn berry or herbs for the heart and so forth, you're going to be talking about hawthorn berry and so forth. So when people ask me, well, what are you going to do? What kind of herb and so forth, I recommend hawthorn berry for the heart and so forth. So that's what I recommend for anyone who has any of these symptoms and so forth, because it is a great herb, something that you can do on a daily and so forth, and also something that you can do long term as well. So this is a good herb and so forth, and there do all the ways that you can formulate this to actually use it is really impressive and so forth. And I love the taste of it and so forth and everything. And yeah, you, like I said, you can catch that recipe, on my website and so forth, how to do your hawthorn berry and so forth. Because there's certain things that you can put in there that's also going to give you like health benefit and so forth. Especially like honey. Honey has its own health benefits. If you use cinnamon, it has its own health benefits as well. If you use ginger, it has its own health benefits. Or if you use an apple cider moms, one with the moms in it, it has its own health benefits as well. So hawthorn berry is not just down working on its own. It has all these other ingredients and so forth to help it, do what it is, do what it can. Now hawthorn berry herbal capsule, it is on its own and it's doing the same great job as the herbal juice is, uh, the herbal elixir and so forth. It's doing the same thing. Okay. So let's get back to hawthorn berry and all the well, not all the ingredients. I'm only giving you a few ingredients that hawthorn berry has in it and so forth, and I'm also giving you a few of the bullet points and so forth as to what hawthorn berry do, the health benefits of what this great herb is giving you and so forth. So it says that hawthorn berry is all rich in amino acids, minerals, quercetins. It also has vitamin C, and it does have a few other ingredients as well. Hawthorn berry has a high therapeutic and health value. That is for real. That is for real. Hawthorn berry does have a very good health value, especially for the heart. It has antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, anti-heart diseases, and so forth, and things like that. And it also does help you with the digestive system, high cholesterol, and all that good stuff. So these are really, really great, great herb to help with all those symptoms there and so forth. And I consider these symptoms really major symptoms and so forth and things like that. And you got to remember that your health is your number one priority and so forth. And hawthorn berry does work well with most traditional medicines that you are taking and so forth. But even though it does work well with the medicines that you are taking, I still would say seek a herbalist or healthcare provider to have them to confirm, that what you are taking is not going to have a bad interaction with the hawthorn berry and so forth. Because this hawthorn berry is really good and so forth, and you just need to, check it out. Do some research for yourself and so forth. You can always go online, do some research for yourself. Put your medicine in whatever you're taking to see if it's going to have a bad or good reaction to the hawthorn berry. speak to herbalist or healthcare provider and get their recommendations on things and stuff like that and so forth, so that you can live a wellness life. You can live a wellness life and be more healthier and and things like that. So that's what we want to do. As we get older, we want to be healthy. As we get older, we want to move around. We want to do things that we can do and things like that. We don't want to get older and just have a sit down and be sick and things like that. So hey, take care of your health. Make sure that you can still get around as you get older and so forth and all that. So yeah, do yourself a favor. Do the research on these herbs and so forth. Not just this herb here, on any herb and so forth. Do your research, seek a herbalist or healthcare provider. Because again, most people that come to us after they done went to the doctor, after they've been on certain pills for a long period of time, and these things is just not helping them. So now they want to try to get off of these traditional medicine and so forth, and they want to get on something natural that they have heard or read that could help them with this, and they want to give it a try and so forth. And a lot of time it does do the work. Now, also before I go, I do want to say this about herbal medicine. Herbal medicine is to heal. It is not an instant kill. Like if you have a headache and so forth, you want to take an aspirin to stop the headache, to stop the pain, and whatever, and so forth. Now you do have herbal medicine and so forth to help with headaches and so forth, and things like that. But when you take a herbal medicine for a headache and things like that, it's not going to be instantly. It's not going to stop the pain instantly, but it will subside and help heal and so forth. Heal the issues of the reason that you're having the pain in the first place. And that's the one thing that people don't realize and so forth. Herbal medicine is healing medicine and so forth. It's not like traditional medicine where it's a band-aid to, stop, whatever, and so forth, and then leave the issue there and so forth. Traditional medicine is not a healing process and so forth. It's a treatment process and so forth. So what they're doing is they're treating whatever your issues are, but they're not healing. So there's a difference and so forth and everything. And you just have to do your research and so forth on these things to get the best health advice that you can and so forth and things like that. Doctors, for the most, you know, care and so forth are pretty good doctors and so forth and everything. And they do have the powers in their hand or the knowledge in their hand to help treat your illness and things like that. But they do not have the power in their hand or the skill to actually heal you and so forth. It takes God above to do all that. Okay, so when you are on herbal medicine and so forth, and things like that, and traditional medicine, you just have to, trust your instinct, trust yourself, pray on it, and also, just help God to lead you in the research, lead you to the right doctor, and just ask Him to lead you through the whole process and so forth. Is the most that we can do and so forth. And people, I don't want to get on a religious subject and so forth, but I do want to say this. For the most time and so forth, people don't do that and so forth. If they get sick, they go to the doctor, which we all do. Well, not everybody, because I really don't. Not unless I'm really, really have to, and so forth. But anyway, getting back to what I'm saying, I can get off subject in a minute. Okay, but what I'm saying is, okay, people do not realize that their health is their number one priority, and when you want to be healed, you got to stop at the top. You got to start at the top. That's what I'm saying. You got to start at the top. And also, and you have to let God, lead you through the whole process and so forth for healing and so forth. Doctors are great, they're really great, and they do have hands and skills to treat, but they don't have hands and skills to heal. So yeah, that is pretty much what I'm saying. So you just have to remember that and so forth. And yes, we all go to the doctor and so forth, and we all go to get a quick fix, get our headaches, you know, to stop hurting, to do this and to that. And, a lot of time we have to go to doctors. We need to go to the doctor to find out and so forth what's wrong with us and yada, 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 and things like that and so forth and everything. Because some of us, even, doing research, they, really don't know what is wrong. So we need to go to the doctor to do that and so forth and so forth. And, before I go, I would not recommend anyone not to go to the doctor and so forth. If you feel like you have to go to the doctor for any reason, I don't care if it's just a little blister on your finger, then you do what you have to do, what you think is best for yourself. But just remember, your health is the number one priority. So if you think going to the doctor for a blister is your, helping you, then you do so as well. But do some research and, go further and so forth than that to help yourself to have a complete healing process and so far, and not just a treatment. Okay, so this is Eunice, and I thank you for joining me on this herbal knowledge and so forth. And I can get off topic real quick and so forth and go down a rabbit hole when it comes to healthcare, doctors and things like that, which I don't like to do too much and so forth. But sometimes these things has to be said. Uh, so hey, there I said it, and it's not any secret or anything like that. That we need to take care of ourselves and take care of our health. And I hope you guys do that. Take care of your health. Research when you have symptoms and so forth. Research what that symptoms can be. Because even when you go to the doctor and so forth, you need to have a good conversation with the doctor. Let him know that you've done some research and that ask questions. It'll help you to ask questions about your symptoms and this and that so forth. And so that he'll be more open with you to talk to you about it and things like that. So yeah, until next week, I'll be back with another herbal knowledge. All right, bye.